as they revealed the director's note for the 8th times in Korean. Let's see what the director's note is about. I can use the English one as well. I just prefer Korean one because it's a lot colorful. It's a lot easier to read. So yes, I'll be using Korean one. Basically, there will be a renewal when it comes to Upier's Labyrinth, and they are gonna be with five. They are gonna have 5 groups, and each group will have 5 dungeons, which means total of 25 dungeons. And the rewards are gonna vary by difficulties, and it seems like the 5 groups are the 5 difficulties. So we are gonna have 5 difficulties per group, or we're within that group. I don't know how the groups are gonna get divided. The 5 dungeons are the 5 difficulties, like easy, normal, hard, very hard, extreme, or something else. So there must be some way to determine the difficulties on their side. I have no idea how. And of course, just like Upier's Labyrinth, it's gonna require your labyrinth for entry. And this is important: only being able to clear 1 dungeon per day. So you cannot rush this on one day and finish everything. You can only do once per day. Then the question is, will the labyrinth be refreshed? Will the labyrinth be refreshed per month? If it's gonna be refreshed per month, then we are only given the 30-day chance to clear 25. So if we miss more than 5 days, we cannot clear Upier's Labyrinth. And the answer is yes. This is gonna get refreshed every month. Why? If you actually see under the director's note, I quote it: Upier's Labyrinth has been updated every month as a monthly content designed to challenge and enjoy the newly added PvE meta of the Exos heroes. Meaning, has been updated every month as monthly content, meaning it's gonna get refreshed every month, per month. So yes, we only have 30 days, 30 time to challenge, or 31 or 29 depending. But I'm usually 31 or 30 to compete and fight 25 times totally of 25 days. Okay, so don't miss it too much because you are gonna miss the reward. And the reward has not been revealed. We actually don't know if the reward are gonna be Zest, just like how Upier's Labyrinth was, or gonna be have Zest plus gold, or I don't know what the rewards are gonna be. So I'm hoping for it to be rewarding Zest as much as they used to, because I have no idea. It's just they must do it. And going on next, they're gonna open something called Challenge to the Road. This basically, if you are familiar with gacha games, this tells me that it's gonna be a hard mode for the story. You know how a lot of gacha games have hard mode and easy mode? All of the previous stories we did was an easy mode, and now we're gonna have a hard mode with bosses brought up. The one that gave us the challenge, the one that was a wall for us. Like chapter 4 at the end, Anastasia was our first wall, at least to a Korean server who didn't have Dragon FC. And like there's chapter 7, and there's like the Matron wall, there's Valentina wall, Shufrakian wall. There are a lot of walls we had to face. So those will be brought up, and each will have there's only 5 chapters. We had 10 chapters, but we have only 5 chapters for the challengers, which is made out of the countries Lunombe, Greenland, Azores, and Waste Red, and Northbound Frosty. So those will have they will the bosses who belong to that country will go there, and then they will give us the challenge. And just like the story, you can only clear once. I mean, you can clear multiple times, but you will only get reward once. That's it for it. And then this is really important. This is called growth hero element enhancement system. What it does actually is Can you see it? Maybe, hold on. I think the Windows capture went down. There we go. This is really important because what it does is, you know how we usually break only one Guardian Stone off of? Let's bring up Gale. Gale is supposed to destroy one Guardian Stone per his attack or his skill. But if my Gale is level 90, meaning 6-star, level 90, plus 5 enhancement, then my Gale is qualified to have the growth. And if I have plus 1 Transcend Gale, I can do plus 1 growth. And plus 5 Transcend on my Gale, which means plus 5 growth. And since by default I'm already destroying 1 Guardian Stone, plus 1 growth meaning 2 Guardian Stone total. And plus 5 growth meaning 6 Guardian Stone destroyed. In a single like that, okay? This is very important because obviously, like say bot 3, it's gonna be super hard to make your bot 3 plus 5 Transcend. It's easy to make level 90, easy to make plus 5 enhancement, but plus 5 Transcendence is just something that we cannot simply do unless even the whalers will have problem making plus 5 Transcend on bot 3. So this patch is more for the 3 stars and 4 stars, and we already know that the Scarlet is a 4-star one, which is relatively easy to make plus 5, and Scarlet both skills are AoE, meaning all target. This is gonna be especially beneficial, especially to those who have all target instead of single target. Like my Gale will not be as great as Scarlet, because Scarlet can spam her spell like that because all of her spells are all target, and with possibly Scarlet can destroy all of the Firestone on the enemy side, all 6 of the Firestone on the enemy side with 1 skill. Same goes for bot 3, but it's really hard. Same goes for Magi, and same goes for Baelish. Like things that are dealing AoE damage. That's why, in a way, AoE meta will come back, which will kind of tells us that Dragon FC meta is gonna go a little bit low, because Dragon FC was all about single target. But yeah, single target only can destroy one person's Guardian Stone when it comes. But instead, if it's all target, you can literally destroy all of the same elements all together. So that's why there is a slight nerf, or not really nerf, a slight meta change approaching, which tells us that Dragon FC is not gonna be as amazing as Dragon FC. But keep in mind, Dragon FC is still amazing on PvE. Only I'm talking about PvP wise, okay? There's also a percentile failure. Before we do that, then what kind of in-game currency does it require for us to do our growth? We need gold. We need Mew, the Mew. We need 5-colored Fate Core Stone. The one that we get by facing Holy Dragon. You know, the shard looking thing that we got. That's the 5-colored one. And we also need a hero token, the one that we get by disassembling heroes. So those are required. Fortunately, we don't need to spend our zest to do our growth enhancement, but there is also a percentile differences. Plus 1 is guaranteed 100%, but as it goes down, the percentile goes lower and low and low. So it is actually gonna be super hard to make that plus 5 done, because it's under 15 percentile chance. Also giving out that extra 5 percentile per failure, like 15 per one try, 20 for second try, and then 25 for the third try, and keeps going on. So yes, that's a very, very important upcoming meta change, which I do not know when they will be applying it, but we'll see how they apply. Okay, we'll see how they apply. And this kind of tells us that Exos Heroes or Line Games is not a company who's gonna change out the metas. This is more of a passive meta change, referring as in they want the users to work out their own knowledge to see how the meta will be working out. Like Exos Heroes just gave us a tool, and it's up to user. Like some games will intend to change meta and then do so that users can follow up to the meta. Line games, for some reason, they have chosen to make a game where, you know what, you guys do whatever you want, and then we'll adjust to it. Like, let's say there is some OP hero with that meta, then line games will nerf it. If this isn't strong enough to nerf, if this isn't strong enough to destroy Dragon FC, then they will buff even more. Like, it's a rather passive reaction when it comes to meta change. Just keep in mind that's how line games is working right now, in my opinion, with this patch. And also, a core reverse is coming up. We already had 2 Fate cores with the core reverse, which was FC Annie and FC Deva. FC Annie still being greatly used on PvP and others. Deva, not as much. I thought Deva was gonna be great on Dragon FC, but my Deva simply is not strong enough to deliver the damage for some reason. So with upcoming Burn of Us core reverse, I actually have no idea what kind of passives or skills rework they're gonna be done. We just know it's gonna be happening sometime in the future. And unlike Deva, this is gonna be more like Annie, whereas in having her own banner with the with the PD of 19, just like Black does. Also, this is really important. I'm at where this is balance improvement. This is really important. This is why I think there is a nerf on Dragon FC. What it says here is actually how skill worked is that it had 2 values: the basic skill value through hero growth, which is equipment, and the value of capability that fluctuate due to debuffs and debuffs in real battle time. So there were 2 values that were basing on when they calculate the damage output of the skills. And right now they're just gonna make this simpler and then have one unified standard to apply, so that when heroes use spell, only they don't go by 2 different types and then combine to make a deal. What it means is that actually Dragon FC Wrath it may not deal as much damage as the Dragon Wrath was supposed to. That's at least how I understood. Of course I may be wrong, but this tells us that Wrath damage or any other future damages calculations are gonna get unified. So this is the one that could possibly bring out the nerf for the Wrath, okay? Which I can't guarantee. So let's just wait for that for the outcome. And we're all gonna have the voice actors, all of the voice lines of the voice actors on the journal. You can go click and then listen to all of the voice actors. Also, it's gonna allow us to lock the Fate core when you fuse, because when you fuse, I sometimes don't want fuse other ones, but I accidentally click it and it's gone. Things like that happen. So they are giving us the tool to lock it, so that we won't be getting it as well. Also, what it does is that we are gonna lock a certain stat bonus on fusion, especially the Blue Fate core. You know how Blue Fate core gives the percentile bonus for battle power, attack, HP, defense, and let's say if you have reached the maximum of some value, you can lock it. But it's gonna cost you Zest. You can lock it, and then you can only reroll the other one. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, and we are only gonna be able to fight the Holy Dragon once. But they said that they will rework the reward in a way to correspond the ticket being 3-1. But I necessarily do not agree that it's gonna be 3 times of the reward. It could be, but I think it's actually they're gonna give out a little slightly less reward. But I do hope they give out the exact 3 times reward or even more. Let's see how that works, okay? And I love it because a lot of people have been complaining like, because we cannot manually control it, why do we have to watch the dragon fighting for 10 minutes for 3 in a row? So I think this is a really good change. In a way, it's saving time for us, you know. Also, this is really important. I'm at where the Fate Core set. Yeah, this one, Fate Core theme relationship effect. This is really important because I quickly mentioned it on Scarlet review. Basically, having all of those Fate Cores in the theme, like Summer Festa or DLC, having all of the Fate Cores will allow you to have some certain bonus stat given to the corresponding themed Fate Cores. Which is why if you want to collect all 7, please do collect all 7. If you're not, give it up on that and then just focus on 2, 3, or 4, or 1 Fate Core that you would really want to get. For me, it's gonna be easily Valentina, Iris, Degar, and Glenn. Not sure if I'm gonna be including Bernadette or not. I'll have to see what Bernadette does before I choose. But those 4 are the definitely ones that I'm gonna be getting. So I'm already giving up the relationship bonus. But we actually have no idea how powerful that was, and then it's kind of more of a pay to win friendly patch, because people like us simply don't have enough zest to pull for every banner of the theme whenever there's a new theme coming up, you know. And also they will finally be adding the thing for Polymong. Right now, what Polymong did was just simply stand there, walk nearby when you enter capital. That was all Polymong did. But now you can interact with the Polymong. If you meet someone who has Polymong, there's gonna be a button available, and then when you click it, a small gift will come. Have no idea what kind of reward that's gonna be. It's just this little gift, and you can only collect 30 per day. Of course, being impossible to collect all of the same user. So, and there's gonna be 30 users in total, right? So this is actually a really good patch where it's gonna ask us or force us to be in a same chat or same channel in a same capital, you know. Also refreshes daily. Also, the season 2 updates being able, you see how Zeon got defeated and he has all these, you know, bandages all over him. And also they revealed the Schmid in there as well. But I'm telling you, there's Dorka, there's Naomi, there's Karlach available, which I cannot guarantee that all 4 of them are gonna be fated. Some are gonna be legendary, even rare. I have no idea, because Zeon and Gale are the main character, but they're 3 stars, right? So there is a possible way for them to be other tier than fated. Okay. Also, this being revealed at the end of August, and if you actually calculate the time right now, it's the 2nd week or 3rd week of the July. So each banner takes 1 week, right? So July 3rd week, July 4th week, August 1st week, August 2nd week, August 3rd week, and August 4th week. So this is pretty much the story reveal is pretty much, or season 2 update was pretty much at the end of Summer Festa. Okay, you can just think of it like that. And so far that's it. They haven't released the time for those patches. Maybe these patches will be applied when the season 2 approaches, or sooner than season 2. I'm just hoping for these to happen quicker, just so that we can get those monthly UPRs again, at least within July. So that was a quick review, rather not quick, but a full thorough review for Director's Note. If you have any further questions, leave me a comment and I will see if I can get the answers for you. So this pretty much explains one of the videos that I made, saying that there is going to be either rework or change on Dragon FC's how the Dragon Blood works, because the damage calculation seems to be changing, not necessarily favoring Dragon FC in my opinion. So yeah, we'll just gotta keep noted on that, and then I'll get back to you once I get more knowledge into this. Again, thanks for watching, and then like, dislike, comment, subscribe, however you would feel that let me know that you're watching, so that it just keeps giving me the energy to make more videos.